What I became aware of is that how many different points of view there were. I mean, everyone was coming at it from a different context and from a different set of experiences and so on. And it seemed to me that, you know, probably getting any concerted action on this matter or any other would be a bit like herding cats.
So there was a lively discussion around 2D, 3D. How do you feel about that?
Well, I think representation is really interesting, and funnily enough, we are at Sakula, we're going to be having a seminar on methods of architectural representation next month as part of London Festival of Architecture. So it's something that we think about quite a lot, and what it's really about is about how do you communicate something that doesn't exist yet to people who don't necessarily understand the conventions of architectural drawing. So one of the things we find is best is actually not so much whether it's 2D or whether it's 3D, but animation. Because a moving image immediately catches people's eye and it keeps them focused on a thing in a way that, you know, whether it's a physical model or whether it's a 2D drawing, doesn't quite do it in the same way. So animation for us is the way forward.
Really interesting discussion around schools, which you brought up. Just elaborate on that for us.
Oh, what was I saying? Oh, yes, I see. You know, I was saying, is choice really the kind of holy grail here? Because, you know, you can get these kind of so-called choices which are non-choices, and, you know, an example is in education, is the way in which people are given a choice of schools. Now, obviously for individuals, for certain individuals, it's going to make all the difference. It's going to make a huge difference in their lives because they get to the school they want. But for everyone who gets to the school they want, there's another one who doesn't get to the school that they want. And it doesn't actually improve the overall stock of education. It doesn't make schools better. What it simply becomes a political device for keeping the masses happy, as it were, or maybe not quite so miserable. So in the same way, I was just opening it as a kind of question mark. With customisation of housing, is it a real issue that people actually want to be able to customise their houses? I mean, when you look at Victorian houses or Georgian houses, very standard, very plain, nothing very special about them. People love living in them. And the reason why is because they achieve a certain level of quality, which is better than basic, which means that if you move into one, you're going to be happy there. You don't need to start kind of, you know, having a different colour window or a different, you know, different this or a different that, because they're okay.